1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon. Oh.
Contender anymore. Mikel Oyarzabal, I don't think is still a contender. I think the only ones that we have are Dembele, Harry Kane, Messi, Kylian Mbappe, and Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
It would be nice if our Harry Kane wins, eh?
It would be brilliant. Yeah.
It would be.
Yeah.
It would be. It would be. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo has had his last touch of the World Cup. He's had his last taste of the World Cup so far. What are we thinking about Portugal?
Yeah, I mean, they're a good side. They got some very good players, some of whom are in the Premier League, aren't they? Yeah, they're up there. I don't know what their technical position is in the league of countries. Probably quite high up in the top 10, I would think. It was a shame to see them go, but and of course you see the almost grief on the faces of the players and their fans. It's a big deal to get dumped out of this competition, which teams and countries prepare for 4 years to get there. So, and conversely, you see the joy in the faces of the fans and the players of the winning teams. And it's just a thought that comes to me there, which I was talking to somebody about. We all love a penalty shootout. Maybe we all love and hate it. If it's our team involved, I suspect we might not love it quite so much, because we know in England's case, they don't have the best history, although we've done better in more recent competitions when we've had penalty shootouts. But over the years, we've not done well. And just as an aside, really, on what we're talking about in the World Cup, it seems to me not the fairest way to decide a match, because it's a lottery, isn't it? Right at the end there, it's a complete lottery. No matter what's gone on during the game, okay, by definition, it's been a draw in full time and extra time as well. So there's got to be a way of deciding the winners, better than tossing a coin, obviously. I think over the years they once tried something called a golden goal, whereby you had extra time, and when a team scored, if they did, the game stops. That was it. And that again didn't seem wholly satisfactory. But when you think of the penalty shootout, the sad thing is, I know a coin is cost to see at which end it is, but it doesn't. First of all, it doesn't seem right that both teams face the same fans. So one team is going to be up against a huge set of fans there, and inevitably when their player comes up to take the penalty, there's all sorts of things going on behind the goal to distract, not to mention the noise, but to distract the penalty kicker. So that's the first thing. I think if I were in charge of it, if I were to keep the penalty shootout, I would say, right, we've got to operate it at both ends. You either have one of the linesmen to save the ref going to both ends, or he goes to both ends, so that each penalty taker is either taking it with his own fans there or the opposition fans. Probably fairer if they do it against the opposition fans. So that's the first thing that doesn't strike me as fair in penalty shootouts. Second thing is, it is a lottery. It's all about who can keep their nerve and kick the ball best into the into the goal. Obviously some are better at it than others, but whether is that a real reflection of the game, who knows. What I would do, even though I suspect we would probably all miss the penalty shootout, because it is an attractive thing to watch as a neutral at the end. It is to see the huge pressure players and
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, three beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the show.
players and managers are under when they take them. Some literally can't watch some of the team, some of the managers, they literally can't watch what happens. So I think if I were to change it or suggest changes, what I would say is at full time and end of extra time, if it's still a draw, then the team that's had most corners wins. Because that would actually reflect, hopefully, okay, it may only be one corner difference, but it might encourage teams to be a bit more attacking. In the same way, when 3 points came in years ago, I don't know when it was, teams, by all accounts, attacked more because it was much better to get 3 points than one if they drew. So that transformed things a bit. So if you give teams a reason to attack more, like if this is a draw at the end of it all, you won't face a penalty shootout. But if you've had 10 corners and the others have had 9 or 2, you win. And there's some fairness, it seems to me, in that, because it reflects a team with a greater attacking intent to have got more corners. Of course, you face the fact that they could both have, I mean, some games have very few corners. They may both have 3 each. And then you've got the same situation whereby I guess you would have to then resort to the penalty shootout, albeit with doing it at both ends in fairness to all the players. But yeah, I think it's not the most satisfactory way of ending a game. I think when it was devised, it probably was done for fans because it is exciting, but not if your team is doing it. It's a different cup of tea on that basis. So yeah, that was something that occurred to me, that it's a sad way to go out for any team on somebody missing a penalty, you know, and all the heartbreak they feel and the guilt towards their team and so on. But yeah, that's the game, and I guess it's the way it's going to stay.
Yeah. Well, I hope FIFA is listening, because that's a very good proposition. The team
they're going to take notice of what I say.
Well, you don't know. You never know. You're not going to give you credit, but you never know. Somebody sits there and goes, you know, I was watching this podcast and it's on football, and you know, I think that's a good idea. You know, they're not going to give us credit, but I hope you're watching FIFA. You know, if we see you implementing it, we're going to ask.
We want royalties.
We're going to be wanting some form of royalties and recognition. So watch out, FIFA. Right. Anyway, this is all we've got time for on this segment of the football referee. We're now going to go into the second segment, and I hope you join us on the second segment as well. I've been Emmy Hikins, and he calls me Cos.
And I'm Trevor Gear, and he calls me Bruv.
It's goodbye from me on this segment.
And goodbye from me too.
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, 3 beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the show.